5 Dom Scout game was funny. Yeah, both games were a little funny with the Scout Psycho Ubers. Alright, let's see this new map. CP SkyTrain. I see a drop down. Spawn. Not a lot blocking the sightlines here. Drop down. These sorts of drop downs can be a little dangerous because a heavy can be pretty good for blocking the point, but so I'm not sure if it's necessary. This one's much more covered. I like this. So what do we got? We got pretty significant tunnel thing going on here. This is chaos territory. It's interesting. I like this sort of the positioning of this glass divides this area up pretty well. Yeah, it seems actually decent for like a dry push. So that's kind of cool. Go down under here and then go towards the point. This area seems pretty crazy. Depending how fast the cap speed is, it seems like a really powerful way to get cap time. Reminiscent of Gully Wash for sure. This trench is pretty deadly. Okay. Got a room, lower lobby. Other side of lobby. The lobby is a little wide. So what that does is it makes it a little difficult to like contest back caps. So might be something to look at, pay attention to. This underpass area just can go straight lower. Kind of like Snakewater, I guess. So could be okay. One thing about Snakewater is that the doorway is quite small. So you may want to just keep an eye on that as well. Because this route would be really good to go fast. Like to roll off momentum. Potentially. Just like cap the point, go straight lower. And you're just sprinting through the low ground and you're in. Very similar to Snakewater. Vid, GG's, thanks for playing. Alright, let's see. Bats. Open second. I like the look of this second point. The glass is powerful. Okay. From this door, you can see onto the second point. You might want to look into blocking some of these sight lines. Definitely should study the Sunshine lobby and the way that they break sight lines. Because, like, this would be the equivalent of, like, peeking top left and then just seeing the second point on Sunshine. It's a little much. Okay. Can't see much when capping here besides that. So there's a lot of surprise tactics potentially for like busting out on bats. I guess again, Snakewater-esque, like you walk out bats. You don't get a lot of height though. I wonder if maybe the height could be a little more extreme. It feels like everything's kind of low right here. Like, could this be a little higher maybe? Or the point could be a little higher? Point is probably okay where it is. Just feels a little flat. Could play around with the high ground a little bit. Or like the elevation of the entrance, maybe. Or this one too. This one could be a high ground entrance. That would help break the sightline too. Something to consider. Okay. So this is interesting. Definitely feels kind of dry pushy right here. I like that. This little house thing. Kind of small little room. Okay. One flank over here. They connect right here. Okay. So these are kind of probably your two main routes. Maybe you send like a sack out of this one as your team is like dry pushing over here, maybe. The mid Got some crates. Got this bridge thing underneath. Not water. Okay. This mid's cool. Little ledge. Nice. Okay, so this actually looks like the most open route to push both sides. So it's pretty open. So it would be very difficult to defend unless this... Yeah. It'd be fairly difficult to defend this because it's so open. And you can't really see the choke whatsoever from the point. So it may be uncontestable. But it does funnel people through kind of this low ground area, so maybe it'll balance out. But I would definitely like it if there was maybe a little bit more opportunity to fight that choke. Because right now it feels like you just can't really fight that choke with your combo. So how could you do that? Maybe you could have a way to like stand here and shoot down. That way your combo could contest that door. I don't know. Lots of high bombing, yeah. Regarding flat slash sightline concern, you have an update, but you only have the red side completed. Oh, I see. I mean, if you want to send that to me, I could look at that too, but if you're already working on it, that's probably for the best. Okay. One thing I like about this room is it's really easy to clear the whole thing. So that's nice. It's fairly simple. You got a little bit of stuff to work around, but you don't have to be, you know, swerving around corners, clearing all kinds of angles. So that's pretty nice. Another way that you could even take it further if you wanted to, put a slant here, like just carve off that corner. I don't know how the sightlines would look. Potentially into mid, sightline could be rough, but if you're ever trying to remove back cap issues and just streamline stuff, making these slants is pretty useful for that. Okay. So how's the health looking on mid? I think I just grabbed a health pack right here. A medium pack here. A little bit of height, small pack there. There's a medium pack here. Okay. I'm wondering if this area will get any use on a mid though. I could maybe see a roamer lurking here, but besides that, not sure. I like that there's cover, so you walk in and you can sort of sneak a little bit like that. I do like that. This looks pretty good. I don't have it like too many glaring issues without playing it, because it looks solid. I do like this point area. Could be nice to have like maybe another crate or something somewhere around, something to climb on. You could also put a crate like right here. That also could help break some of the sight lines, like somewhere around here, because then the crate would prevent, you'd at least have some cover from people peeking from last, or similar right here. One or the other. I mean, not sure what you're going to be cooking, but you're very, very exposed if you're capping right here. I feel like a little bit of cover would probably be appreciated. Where are the forward spawns? That's a good question. It looks like one of them's right here. I presume that's from capping middle. So from here, can't see the right side hardly at all. Decent cover from the left. Only can really see that. But this would be an extremely dangerous, spawn to shoot people in the back on the cap, but reminiscent of gully or metalworks, I guess. So you just have to keep a close eye on the cap, or the forward spawn. Red side. Okay, did you send it to me? Let me see. Okay, red side. Oh, this is a little different. The glass is gone, so this is just a open plateau here. I think there's more crates. Oh yeah, it's a little different. Sightline has been dramatically improved. Good job. Honestly, you did solve the problem basically perfectly. Was this shutter here before? I think it was. I like this because it allows the defense to sort of sneak up and potentially like bust here to contest. There's a little angle here for that. So I don't know, maybe a crate or something right here could be good just for blocking that one. Then, because I feel like now you have good cover if you want to like cap right here. You have good cover on this side. But I don't know if it'd get too claustrophobic. Perhaps it's unnecessary. Shutter. So there was a window. Okay. I like this lobby change. Okay. Yeah. Looks good. Well done. Okay. I'm just trying to see like what routes. So you could theoretically sit someone like right here and they could see all of the routes. So you could contest all the back caps from here potentially. So that's pretty good. That's new. I do like little things like this. I think you could even raise that a little bit more, because that would be a spot that like a soldier would jump on and just sort of like sit here to make space. But it could also be like a forward spotting angle. So I think you could probably raise the height of this thing a little bit more. Maybe even a lot more. And depending on how you use the displacements, a scout might be able to get like, you know, up like a little bit on raised ground back here and then jump up. But this would be a great soldier position so that you could get deep sightlines to spot doorways. I think that would be pretty good. It looks good. Can I get on this? I can get on this. This is a pretty decent hiding spot. So you got a couple different like high ground angles. Ooh, that cliff looks cool. Nice. See if you change anything over here. Not really. It's a little bit of a death corner. So, again, depends how it plays, but I don't know. Potentially something could be changed here, but I would prefer to play the map before I give any strong opinions on that kind of thing. Started this 4 months ago. You put together a design for mid and design for last. Nice. Inspiration strikes, and so do you. Ooh, I think this is different. These two like levels of height here. This is cool. I like this. It looks very nice. I think it would be worth putting something that you could climb up here. Even just like one little box. Your serves more map cups. Process Snake Sunshine gets stale. Yeah, it's hard to get a new map embraced by the community. I'm curious about this thing. It's a little wide. I'm trying to see. I guess you wanted there to be no sniper sightline from here. Okay. It shouldn't be a big problem. Or any problem. I like that with this you can sort of forward hold the yard though. So it's kind of cool for both offense getting cover when you approach and sort of like fighting for this mid-range, but then also defense forward holding somewhat. Let me remind myself where the health packs are. Is there a medium pack on the second? There is down here. Okay, down there. Where's the nearest medium pack over here? No medium pack here. That feels like it might be a problem. There's no health or ammo whatsoever in this route. If you want to make this a dry pushing route, you probably should provide some health or ammo here. I think a medium pack somewhere like this would make sense. Just, I mean, anywhere really. Also, if you want people to use this to get into middle, you'd probably want there to be a health pack over here. So you could think about different positions. You know, you could put it like here or something, sort of in the middle of the room. That could be good, because then it could be accessible for both doorways more easily. But if you do put it closer to like this door, for example, you might want to throw like a small pack over here. Just because your flank players are going to be starving for health on this side of the map. And if you try to dry push, you're going to get a lot of damage. So there is a pack here, but it's not really convenient. I'm not sure who would really get this health pack. It seems quite inconvenient for most routes. So this one maybe would be worth examining, whether there could be a better location for that health pack. But overall looks good. Definitely would play my scout probably around here. Medic could bait pretty hard in the choke. But yeah, if my med's here, there's like no health on this side of the map, which is a glaring problem. I would say look at areas like Snakewater lower. Also look at maybe process IT for an area like this. How the health pack is used in those areas. Maybe Sunshine Valley too. But yeah, looks cool. It's a little open, I would say. Look at this. I can see from choke to choke. Potentially the mid could be even higher to prevent this sightline. Because that's a pretty deadly sniper sightline right there. So I might consider raising the point just a little bit more, or lowering the choke slightly too. That way the sniper can't see across the whole mid. This whole area looks a little barren as well. Not a lot of cover. So see if that's an issue or not, but yeah. If you look at, again, like Sunshine, this looks very Sunshine mid with like the two ramps and the route underneath. There's definitely a lot more cover on the approach. You could also look at, what other map? I was thinking of something, but I'm blanking on it now. Oh, Sultry. Sultry mid, because it has a bridge. There's like a giant tower here though covering you when you're in. So just think about some of these angles. Maybe provide like a little bit of cover if possible. But yeah. Oh, you know what, maybe it's not a good idea, but I was just trying to visualize like a route through here, but that might be too complicated, honestly. I do like the simplicity of the map. I think you did a good job of not having a lot of like unnecessary areas. So Metalworks mid, yeah, just decent cover on the approach goes a long way. No bombing chances for soldiers. Well, there's some high walls. I think the bombs look decent. Just a very big mid. So your soldiers are going to have to land either in deep, but there's some areas to like tuck behind stuff like over here. I guess there's a little bit of health right there. So I don't know. I would definitely be down to give this map a try. Maybe if I do some more sub pugs later in the week. These towers are pretty cool. I like what you're going for.